All right, good morning, everybody, and welcome to the Brevard Sports Network live from VIERA Regional Park for the 8U game here between the Suntree Vieira Hawks and the Port Orange Hawks. So, one of the things that looks like it's going to happen, they have given the referee a mic. So we no longer have to guess at what the call is. He's going to get on the mic and tell us what the call is. If the technology works properly. Isn't that a big? Thank you so much. I appreciate you guys. Port Orange already bringing me up the 10U roster for the next game, so. So here we go, 8U competition right here. Port Orange and VIERA. And Suntree Vieira will start out with possession. First and 10 on the 35-yard line. So they're wearing the green and gold jerseys today, which when the sun's not out, they're easier to read. Still not the easiest. The handoff. Second down, that'll be a gain of about 6. Easton Goff, quarterback. Oh, it's Port Orange is on offense. Well, I apologize on that one. I'll get myself together here, I promise. Port Orange, number 8, coming to the sideline. Stop. William McGee. And that'll be a first down for Port Orange. About the 41-yard line. William McGee, the quarterback. 3 backs in the backfield. He fakes the handoff. McGee going the opposite way. McGee down the sideline. Cutback. Breaks another tackle. Breaks another one. Until he's finally brought down inside the Uber Zadi red zone. William McGee. And this time he's going to give the ball off to the deep back. Deep back coming near side. And he's going to race to the corner. Touchdown, Port Orange. If that was number 28, it was Grayson Suchi. And McGee will take it in for the point after. So Port Orange starts off first with a 7-0 lead. How will Suntree Vieira respond? So the Suntree Vieira will take over 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. AU Hawks under coach Chase Goff. His son, Easton Goff, is the quarterback, I do believe. Goff out of the gun. He gives it to his back. Makes a man miss. There's number 21. Number 21's switching the field, breaking 2 tackles down the sideline. He has found the running room, and he's down, off to the races. And there is a flag. And that one is coming back. Marcelo Teeter was on that carry, but that touchdown is coming back. So they're going to wave off the flag, and it was not a touchdown. His was brought down. 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line for the Hawks. As he's now in the Ubrzati red zone. Hands off. And Teeter again. Marcelo Teeter picking up some yards for Suntree Vieira. Gains about 6 yards, making it 2nd and 4. Charge is holding up good. Goff Goff on the keeper. And he'll get taken down in the backfield, losing a few. So we go from 2nd and 6 to 3rd and... Yes. Yep. Marcelo Teeter giving out stiff arms like Oprah gives out gifts. And unfortunately, after giving out those free gifts, he picks up maybe a yard. Fourth and about 8. There's the snap. Quarterback's rolling out. Fires, and it's nearly intercepted. And it will be a turnover on downs. For the Port Orange Hawks, number 72, Donovan Santiago, was on the pressure, and number 75, Jackson Dokes. All right, so here we go. Thank you for letting me know. So Port Orange here.
If I could get a representative for the Port Orange Hawks for this 8U team by the booth, I have some questions to ask about this roster.
William McGee brings his Hawks to the line. Port Orange 1st and 10. There's the handoff. And he'll pick up a gain of about 5 or 6 yards on the play, making it 2nd and 5. And there's the handoff again. Still making moves. .434 left to go. Port Orange up 7-0 here in the first quarter of 8U action. And there's the handoff again. Coming near side. Makes a man miss and somehow still stays in bounds. Get that young man's name and number. Number 83. Or check that, 63. Dryden Keith. Sometimes it's hard to read some of these jerseys when their jerseys are tucked up underneath the pad. William McGee, the quarterback. And he'll hand it off there to number 23. Number 23 trying to get outside on this Hawks defense. This Hawks defense, number 23 just breaking tackles. And I do not have a 23 on the roster. And I do apologize to the young man because he is making plays, and I do not have a name for him. Three. There's handoff to the deep back. And number 63. Right into your living room. Dryden Keith on that carry, and he'll pick up a Port Orange Hawks first down with 2.5 minutes left to go here in quarter number 1. This is now the second drive in a row. Port Orange has been able to sustain a drive and work the ball down the field. And the timeout called. Timeout called by Port Orange. While we have this timeout, we'd like to thank the sponsors that help Brevard Sports Network do what it is we do. Best Private Investigations. It would be fantastic if people were completely honest and things like fraud, deception, and impropriety didn't exist. Unfortunately, this is the real world, and not everyone plays nice or lives life above the board. Because of this, it is sometimes necessary to seek outside investigative services. When you need an outside service, you can trust Best Private Investigations. Give them a call at 321-508-4492 or visit them online at www.bestprivateinvestigations.com. All right, and we are back to action here. Alex, I would also like to see that. William McGee under center. And he's going to break 2 tackles immediately. And this young man's got some moves. Yeah. The linebacker for Vieira almost tried to pull a Troy Polamalu and jump over the line. Great elusiveness there by William McGee. McGee's going to hand it off, and on the handoff there, I believe was to number 27. Again, a number I do not have on the roster. Easton Goff comes in and makes the play defensively. Third and 5. From the 38-yard line. McGee trying to get his players in line, and McGee said, you know what, I got to try to take this one, and great tackle there by number 2 who came in for Suntree Vieira. Max Smith on the tackle. And that will be the final play of the first quarter with your score. Port Orange 7, Suntree Vieira with work to do. I'd like to thank the game day sponsors for Suntree Vieira. Dick's Sporting Goods, Stacy Ann Zeller Real Estate. Buying or selling a home? Give Stacy a call. The Ice Cream Hut with 3 locations in Brevard. Stop in at the Vieira location today after the game today in your jersey and get a free cone with a purchase. W&J Construction, DirecTV, GMC Melbourne, Performa Imaging, Ubrizati, DSP, Mr. Delicious Pizza, your only Vieira Pizza go-to. Flex Integrated Muscular Therapy, Scott Woodruff, Allstate Insurance. And for the food trucks that are here, if you're on your way from Port Orange, we have 3 great food trucks. Does Suntree Vieira. They got Gio's Italian Ice, always good on a hot day, Bill's Barbecue, and Joey's Hot Dogs and Ice Cream. All right, so here we go, Port Orange. 4th down. And gives it to the up-back, number 75. With a Mike Allstott-like run. Number 75, Jackson Dokes. And he's going to pick up a first down. First and 10 from the 42-yard line. McGee's going to hand it off to the back, who will be tracked down from behind by number 8. Jack Neuarth. Made the play from behind. And it's 2nd and 8. Hand off there to number 13. Number 13 cannot get out of the tackle. Michael Martin. Was a penalty flag on the play.
And it looks like Port Orange is going to maintain possession of that. Lucky break for
3rd and 10 for Port Orange here. Here in the second quarter, McGee's going to hand off to the back. There's number 23. Number 23 slipping and sliding through that defense. And unfortunately, I do apologize. I do not have a 23 on my roster. Oh, there he is. Sorry, the roster was out of order. Deegan Stewart on the play. McGee's going to take it himself. Cut back. He found 2 cutback lanes, but then was tracked down from behind by Hudson Argo. And because that was 4th down, it is turnover on downs. With 6:57 left to go here in half number 1. So here comes Suntree Vieira for their second possession of the game. All right, here we go. The score is 7-0. Port Orange on top. 6:47 left to go here in quarter number 2 of this 8U action. There's the handoff. And he will be hit immediately. Number 72 on the tackle, Donovan Santiago. So that'll be a loss of about 4 yards on the play. 2nd and 14 for the 8U Hawks. Suntree Vieira. Quarterback. Awaits the snap. Out of the gun, that ball rolls to him. He's going to pick it up and run. And here he goes. Down the sideline. 40, 30, 20, the 10. Touchdown, Suntree Vieira. But there is some laundry on the field. Who brought the Tide stick? There are a couple injured players. Unfortunately for Suntree Vieira, they're wearing that like green and gold jerseys, which makes it kind of tough sometimes to decipher when the sun hits it what number it was, and I did not catch the number of that young man. There's an injury on the field. We do not show injuries here on the Brevard Sports Network. But the touchdown will be called back. Be a holding call on Suntree Vieira. And the Port Orange Hawk is back up and on his own 2 feet, walking to the sideline on his own power. Defensive tackle, number 77, Knox Brennan. Here we go. Quarterback's going to keep it. Tries to cut inside, and that might just be his. Now he's going to try to flip the field. He's still got room. Can he turn the corner? Finally brought down from behind. Easton Goff, the ball carrier. And he'll gain, he ran for about 25, 30 yards. He picks up 5 yards. Goff calls. And I believe he gives it to Marcelo Teeter. And Teeter brought down, but not before he picks up a first down. Check that. That was number 9. Blake Monarch on the carry. Check that. Blake Minerick. Blake Minerick picks up the first down for Suntree Vieira. And it's 1st and 10 on the 50-yard line. Goff out of the gun. 2 receivers near side, stacked on top of each other. And number 12, I tried a little trickery there. Number 12 came and took the handoff. I do not have a number 10 on my roster, or number 12 on my roster. Second and 15 for Suntree. Goff calls for the ball. Goff rolling out. Now he's going to cut back. He's got room if he can turn the corner. Follows the one block. Jukes a man. And then smartly runs out of bounds at just shy of the 30-yard line. Easton Goff. And water break here with 2:16 left to go here in quarter number 2. Port Orange leads 7-0, but VIERA is marching. Well, we have this opportunity, I'd like to take this time to thank another one of our partners that helps Brevard Sports Network do what we do, Kendall Signs. Kendall Signs has provided a vast array of quality signage, branding, and identity products to a wide range of clientele for more than 15 years. Although Kendall Signs is a Central Florida-based sign company, their reach extends throughout the United States and beyond. The manufacturing of custom signs for individual businesses continues within their fabrication plant on a daily basis. However, Kendall Signs provides their products and services on a larger regional and national levels to retail, commercial, industrial clients who require quality signage, superior project management, and customer service. Need a sign? Call Kendall Signs at 321-636-5116 or visit them online at www.kendallsigns.com. All right, here we go. Suntree back at possession. Goff, and that's a fumble. And Suntree Vieira picks that one back up. Kyan Pels for Port Orange making the tackle. One minute and 47 seconds left to go here in quarter number 2. It's 2nd and 15 for the Hawks. About the 39-yard line. Goff calls for it. Goff is going to hand off and brought down immediately there by number 83, I believe. Do not have a roster number or do not have a name for the Port Orange. But now it's third and 19 for Suntree Vieira. A minute 18 left to go here in quarter number 2. Coming up at halftime, if the cheerleaders do their cheers, we will unplug and allow you to listen to the cheerleaders do their cheers as long as there's no music. Because if there's music, then unfortunately Facebook will try to take down our feed for copyright. So, trying to do our best to keep that music from entering this microphone. So here we go. And there's the pass to number 12, and number 12 cannot make the catch. It is 4th and about 9. Tygo clearly was on the quarterback pressure. And it's 4th and 19 for the Hawks, for Suntree Vieira. So while we have that, we'll talk about another one of our great partners. Connect Sports Funding and Consulting. Does your team or organization need funding? Let Connect Sports Funding do all the work. Check them out online at www.connectsportsconsulting.com. And again, keep it right here. Port Orange and Suntree Vieira all day long right here on the Brevard Sports Network. 1:11 left to go here in quarter number 2. Port Orange up 7-0. Bringing up 4th and 19 for Suntree Vieira. Goff directing his teammates. That one was intended for number 11. Pass is incomplete. Number 11, Jackson Janazo. So turnover on downs with a minute left to go in quarter number 2. Port Orange up 7-0, and they will take over 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line. So here we go, 1st and 10 from the 40, from their own 43-yard line. 42 seconds and counting. And there's the big fella. The big fella down to the middle. Number 75. Are you kidding me? Jackson Dokes said, I dare someone to try to stop me. And no penalties. 1st down and 19 seconds left. And timeout called by Port Orange. They're going to try to put another score on the board here before halftime. So that was a direct snap. Jackson Dokes took the snap and proceeded to be his own blocker and just part the defense like the Red Sea. So here we are now. 1st and 10 from about the 16-yard line. 19 seconds left. And Dokes again. That time getting tripped up. And another timeout. Another timeout taken by Port Orange with 13 seconds left. Wow. Jackson Dokes is living out every offensive lineman's dream of being able to get a big run like that. And he's taking the snaps from under center. All right, it's going to be 2nd and 5 now. Dokes on the handoff. And that Suntree Vieira defense. Number 23, Deegan Stewart, gets wrapped up in the backfield. And that will end the first half. Port Orange jumping out early on their first drive. 7-0. It has been even since. We will see you back in 10 minutes, or if the cheerleaders perform, we will unplug and allow you to hear the cheerleaders and watch them cheer. Looks like Port Orange is going to perform. So we're just waiting here. I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to mute the mics. And when the cheerleaders get out at midfield, I will unplug so you can hear their cheer. Your score at halftime, 7-0, Port Orange on top. All right, folks, we're going to allow you to watch and listen to the cheerleaders as they perform. First up will be the Port Orange Hawks.
Give it up for those Port Orange Hawks cheerleaders.
Port Orange Hawks cheerleaders. Great performance by them. doing?
Across the street, and they're boys. So they have one in section and one in each. Okay. And it's like jail and it's home. Okay. She tries to see that. You can report back. Three told that. That's interesting. So what time is it? 5. Shut up.
All right, give it up one more time for those Suntree cheerleaders. Great job, ladies.
Listen, on my way down, people from North Carolina.
Great job there by both cheerleading squads. I hope you're able to hear both of them. Go ahead and give you the roster for those Suntree Vieira Hawk cheerleaders. Brittany Akers, Kylie Albright, Sadie Almonte, Gina Como, Madeline Cullihan, Vivian Fairchild, Vivian Huberty, Melody Lopez, Jasmine McFarland, Bailey McCleavely, Macy McCleavely, Allison McKinsey, Callie Netterer, Adeline Schneider, Avery Sleege, Chloe Schatz, and Kayla Solitz. And great job by Port Orange cheer squad as well. I'd like to go ahead and talk about the game day sponsors here for Suntree Vieira. Dick's Sporting Goods, Stacey Ann Zeller Real Estate. Buying or selling a home? Give Stacy a call. Ice Cream Hut, 3 locations in Brevard. Stop in at the Vieira location after today's game with your jersey on and get a free cone with a purchase. W&J Construction, DirecTV, GMC Melbourne, Performa Imaging, Ubrazati, DSP, Mr. Delicious Pizza, your only Vieira Pizza go-to. Flex Integrated Muscular Therapy, Scott Woodruff, Allstate Insurance. Also, if you're on the way over to the fields and you're interested in the food trucks, Gio's Italian Ice, Bill's Barbecue, and Joey's Hot Dogs and Ice Cream are the food trucks that are available here at the field. All great food trucks, by the way. And I don't know. I didn't see it because there was cloud cover. But did anyone happen to catch the Artemis launch and whether or not it went up or not? Huh? It was scrubbed. Okay. As I figured it would be, the launch was scrubbed. When they said there was a problem with the engine on the first day, I figured that's probably going to be a take it back to the VAB building, and it'll be another month before we launch it off. But I'm not an expert. No way am I saying I'm an expert. Another minute till second half action begins, and what a first half we had. In the first drive here, Port Orange drove the ball all the way down and put it in the end zone. Since then, both defenses have stiffened up really well, have played excellent games, and that's where we currently sit. 7-0. here in getting ready to start quarter number 3. All right. Here we go. All right, I'm going to try to I have to lower the volume because trying not to get this music in the microphone, so we can stay live for you guys. But, yeah. So here we go. All right. Start of second half action right here on the Brevard Sports Network. Here we are. Port Orange. Port Orange here is taking the defense. Suntree Vieira HAWKS will have first possession of the second half. And there's the handoff. Goff. And that running back, again, as soon as I catch his name, that'll move the chains for Suntree Vieira for a first down. That was Marcellus Teeter. Suntree looking to put something on the board. There's Teeter again. Teeter to the outside. He's still dancing his way forward, picking up a gain of about 7 yards on the play. Marcellus Teeter on that run. Second and 3 for Suntree Vieira HAWKS. Coming up on the next game, I'll have Jackson Robb with me for the 10U game and every game thereafter. Goff is going to give it off to number 1 this time. And number 62 on the tackle, Garrison Koshinski. Jennings Jones. Was on the run. It's 3rd and short. Goff gives it off to Teeter. And Teeter turns the corner down the sideline. Touchdown, Suntree Vieira. Marcellus Teeter. And it's 7-6 pending the extra point. 7:30 left to go here in quarter number 3. And they're going to try to kick for 2 here. It's going to be Goff. Goff is going to attempt to kick. Now you can't rush the PAT, so can he hit it? Goff lines up. Takes the step. The kick is up and good. So the Hawks take an 8-7 lead with 7:30 left to go here in the third quarter. Hey, look, if you can find yourself a kicker in any age group here in the youth league, that's an advantage. And hey, just saying, if you can kick, you'll almost always have a spot on the varsity level when you get into high school, because there's a big shortage on kickers who are reliable. So if you can be a reliable kicker in high school, you will always have a jersey.
All right, folks, if you'd like to help the VIERA Hawks raise money for their new stadium, text, please.
So now it'll be 1st and 10 from the 35-yard line for Port Orange. 7:30 left to go here. Yep. We'll be here all day streaming.
Hawks are on the offensive set,
1st and 10 from their own 35-yard line. The Port Orange Hawks. Their quarterback, William McGee. There to end the first half, we saw some a pretty impressive run there by Jackson Dokes, who took it from the 38 down to about the 20. And that's number 63. Number 63 trying to make some things happen, and will be wrestled down for a loss. Dryden Keith. So here comes Port Orange. It's now 2nd and 15. And the penalty flag is coming out. It'll be on Suntree Vieira. Someone got a little froggy and decided to jump. So now it's 2nd and 11 for Port Orange, and it's a water break. Again, coming up here at the 10U game, Jackson Robb will join me. So also, I'd like to take this opportunity to thank another one of our sponsors who partners up with us to make sure that we can bring you this great action. Connect Sports Funding and Consulting. Does your team or organization need funding? Let Connect Sports Funding do all the work. Check them out online at www.connectsportsconsulting.com. Port Orange Hawks trying now to answer the touchdown. Just under 5 minutes left to go here in quarter number 3. And number 63 is the quarterback, Dryden Keith. And wow, what a hit! If I can trying to get a number on that young man. Again, these green and gold jerseys don't make it easy to read. It said Max Smith. That's what the PA announcer says, so that's what I'm going to go with. Number 2 in there for the loss. It's now 3rd and 13. Give or take a yard. So what is who jumped first is the question. Whatever the result of this play, number 13 was the ball carrier there for Port Orange. Michael Martin. No penalty called. Okay. So it's 4th and 10, and I believe we're going to get a punt. Again, you're not allowed to rush. It's kind of just number 75, Jackson Dotes. And yet, you are allowed to run it back. There's a penalty called. All right, well, while there's an injury, we do not show injuries. Brevard Sports Network policy. Well, while we wait for the young man to he'll be up on his own feet, under his own power.
And that's going to turn it over on down. Suntree is going to take over in great position just inside of Port Orange territory. Next up, we have our 10U division. They'll be playing it.
So
Fighting it all out here. The Hawks against the
it'll be 1st and 10 from about the 42-yard line. Kel Clean. Kel Cleans provides the best quality cleaning services from janitorial, tile and grout cleaning, stripping and refinishing floors, pressure washing, gutter cleaning, and roof soft washing at very reasonable prices. Serving most of Brevard County, family owned and operated, Kel Clean wants to make you a lifetime customer the first time. Call for your free estimate at 321-505-7006. Find them on Facebook or find them online. Direct snap there to Teeter. Teeter. Or check that. That's Mr. Goff. Easton Goff. Be pushed out of bounds at about the 14-yard line. And they are back inside the Kel-Clean red zone. Find them online at www.kelclean.com and on Facebook under at Kel-Clean. That's Kel and Clean with a K. Goff directing traffic. Goff with a handoff there to number 9. Number 9 trying to get the corner. He turns it. And touchdown, Suntree Vieira. Was number 9 on the touchdown. Blake Minark. Minarick. Blake Minarick on the touchdown. Goff on to kick for 2. Kick is up. And it is good. So Suntree Vieira now takes a 16-7 lead with 1:05 left to go here in quarter number 3. And we will be right back for Port Orange's next possession. All right, we are back, folks. Port Orange takes over 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. And we'll see who's running quarterback for Port Orange. It's a run up the middle. Did Jackson Dokes get that carry?
And that's going to be the end of the third quarter. The score of 16-7.
16-7 as we head to the end of the third quarter.
Folks, if you haven't given them a try yet, Gio's Italian Ice is in
I'd like to talk to you about game day sponsors for Suntree Vieira Hawks. Dick's Sporting Goods, Stacy Ann, Zeller Real Estate. Buying or selling your home? Give Stacy a call. Ice Cream Hut, 3 locations in Brevard. Stop in at the VIERA location today after today's game with your jersey and get a free cone with a purchase. W&J Construction, DirecTV, GMC Melbourne, Performa Imaging, Uberzati, DSP, Mr. Delicious Pizza, your only VIERA pizza go-to. Flex Integrated Muscular Therapy, Scott Woodruff, Allstate Insurance. And if you're coming out here to the field, or if you're coming out here to the field, stop by one of their food trucks, Gio's Italian Ice, Bill's Barbecue, and Joey's Hot Dogs and Ice Cream. All right, so Port Orange flipping the field here for the 4th quarter. And, yep, it's Jackson Dokes playing quarterback. Hey, you know what? I don't care what size you are. If you're an offensive lineman and someone says, hey, you want to come play quarterback, you take them up on that offer. There's the handoff. And on that play, they'll be close to a first down. I didn't see who took the handoff for Port Orange. That's number 63, Dryden Keith. So Port Orange now, 1st and 10, and I hope Jackson brought my delivery of Tide Stick. There's a lot of laundry to clean up, and that'll be a false start on Port Orange. So now it'll be 1st and 15 from First and 15 from the 40. And ball on the ground, and that'll be a loss. That'll be another 2-yard loss. 2nd and 17. Jackson Dokes, big number 75, is your quarterback. Wonder why we haven't seen William McGee, who was the original starter, and number 63, Dryden, trying to get outside, but unable to do so here against Port Orange, or against Suntree Vieira. Sorry, the PA announcer said Port Orange. My brain's like, here, just say what he said. Because, you know, sometimes when your brain just doesn't cooperate with you, that was one of those moments. I apologize, folks. Just under 7 minutes left to go here in quarter number 4. Suntree Vieira leads 16-7. And there's number 63 again, Mr. Dryden. And he will have nowhere to go but backwards. And let's call this 4th and a trip around Disney World. Officially, we'll call it 22. And so we'll see a Port Orange punt. Jackson Dokes doing the punting duties. It's a muff punt. And Port Orange will take over possession. Wow, what a turn of events for Port Orange. But I will say, I will beg the question, what can't Jackson Dokes do? We've seen him carry the football. We're seeing him play quarterback. We're seeing him play being a punter. And earlier in the game, he was playing offensive and defensive lineman. I mean, what can't this young man do? The timeout is called. So Port Orange has another shot, but they're going to need to try something other than trying to get outside and around this VIERA defense because it has not worked too great for them so far. And handoff and a swarm of VIERA defense. Number 16 led the charge for the Hawks. Making it 2nd and 10. Jake DeGraff on the tackle. At least he was the first one to the football. And Jackson Dokes just says, listen, I know what works for me. Take it up the middle and bow over any and everybody I can. And it works. 3rd and 4. And there is an injured player on the field. While there's a injured young man down, we're going to tell you about some of our great partners that help us out with making sure we can bring you this great action. Ubrzadi is a set. Let me start that again. Ubrzadi is a set of scientifically developed protocols that have been refined, perfected over the last 20 years to rapidly develop athletes beyond their normal capabilities to build sustainable speed, power, agility, and endurance. with optimal running form and efficiency that translates to peak performance and injury prevention, whatever the sport the athlete competes. Ubrzati is for serious athletes ranging from middle school through high school, college, and professional levels. Ubrzati is not for young children looking to have fun or more mature individuals looking to lose weight, get in shape, or do CrossFit. If you are one of these athletes, give them a call at 321-412-5972 or visit them online at www.ubrzati.com. As they are tending to the young man. That young man. We hope that young man is okay and being carried off the field by a coach. So back on the field, 3rd and 4, and here comes Port Orange, number 83, trying to make something happen. That number 83? 63. Dryden Keith on the carry. Hudson Argo on the tackle. And Jackson Dokes again. This man cannot be stopped. I mean, listen, Jackson, I don't know if you were here for it, but at the end of the first half, Jackson Dokes had a 50-yard rush up the middle. Just took, first time he played quarterback, took the direct snap. It's like a 50-yard rush, and he was tripped up before he got into the end zone. It was something to watch. Minute 56 left to go, and Dokes hands the ball off, and that VIERA defense swarmed the backfield. Hudson Argo, the first Hawk to make contact. A minute 30 left to go here in quarter number 4. Suntree Vieira leads 16-7. Fumble on the play, and Port Orange recovers, and Port Orange will use a timeout. And it'll be 3rd and long for Port Orange here. A minute 30 left. Look, I've seen some weird things happen on a youth field. In youth field, sometimes the impossible tends to happen, where you're like, what? How did that happen? So I'm not counting Port Orange out yet, but they need to score really fast. Like, they need to score this play and then see if they can recover an onside kick.
Wasn't there one game last year at Satellite? I remember one game we called it the New Smyrna Miracle or something. I remember one game last year we had something crazy happen.
All right, here we go. And Dokes. Ball's on the ground. Fumble. Who came up with it? And it will stay Port Orange ball, but it's still 4th and 13. $30 left, and somebody call the opera singer and tell her to sing. And William McGee, seeing him for the first time since the first quarter. Or second quarter, and that will be the game, folks. Suntree Vieira takes the 16-7 victory over Port Orange here in the 8U game. Coming up next, the 10U game right here on the Brevard Sports Network with myself and Jackson Robb on the call.